Welcome to the Student Registration Database, or SRD, training for Kentucky's Alternate Assessment Program. The SRD houses data for both the Attainment Tasks, or AT, Operational Assessment and the Field Test tasks, and the Transition Attainment Record, or TAR. The agenda for today's training is to provide an overview of the Student Registration Database, or SRD. We will discuss test administrator or teacher access and use to include Attainment Task, or AT, data entry, Transition Attainment Record, or TAR, ratings entry, and data entry for the Quality and School Climate and Safety, or QSCS, survey. Then we will discuss the District Assessment Coordinator, or DAC, access and use to include additional features of teacher certification, student registration, non-participation, and reports. The SRD is the forward-facing system interface in which teachers or test administrators can enter data for the academic components of the Kentucky Alternate Assessment Program, or CAP. The Alternate Kentucky Summative Assessment, or AKSA, is comprised of attainment tasks, or AT, which are multiple-choice assessments in reading, mathematics, science, social studies, and writing. These areas are tested in both Window 1 and Window 2, and scores are entered for students during each window. The Transition Attainment Record, or TAR, is a rating scale for academic post-secondary readiness. The window for reading entry for the TAR spans the school year, opening on November 12, 2024, and closing on May 23, 2025. The Quality School Climate and Safety, or QSCS survey, is administered during Window 2 only. QSCS survey data must be entered prior to entering any AT response data. The user login credentials are synced between the OTS and the Student Registration Database, or SRD. The teacher or test administrator information is transferred from the OTS to the SRD. Users will have the same username and password to access both systems. Once you are enrolled in the OTS and the SRD has been opened for data entry, users may click the link on this slide to access the SRD, or click the SRD link under Systems in the OTS. Users will also find a link to the SRD User Manual, Forgot Password, and New Teacher Registration. Both the Forgot Password link and the New Teacher Registration links will take the user to the OTS. This is where users can register for the system and get a new password. In order to gain access to the SRD, users must first be registered in the Online Training System, or OTS. If users are having difficulty registering for the OTS, please contact Daryl Mattingly via email at darrell.mattingly@uky.edu. That's daryl.mattingly@uky.edu. Teachers must first successfully complete the overview and AT quiz. Teachers of a student in grade 11 must also successfully complete the TAR quiz. Along the left side of the screen, users will note navigation links labeled Home, Student Information, and Reports. The dashboard link is used for any messages or updates the teacher might need to know. Student rosters, or student lists, can be located by selecting the Student Information link. The report links access to 18 different reports. The teacher page opens to the dashboard. There are 16 active reports listed in the Teacher Report interface. However, while visible to all teachers, not all reports are needed by all teachers. For example, 7 of the reports are related to the TAR, which elementary and middle school teachers do not administer. The reports are accessible by clicking the link. The reports are total number of students, total of students with tasks A through C, total of students with tasks D through F, total of students with incomplete TAR, total of students not started TAR, total of students completed TAR, total of students with incomplete AT with tasks A through C, total of students with started AT with tasks A through C, total of students with complete AT with tasks A through C, total of students with incomplete AT with tasks D through F, total of students with started AT with tasks D through F, total of students with completed AT with tasks D through F, total number of 12th and 14th grade students with enabled TAR, total number of 12th and 14th grade students with incomplete TAR, total number of 12th and 14th grade students with not started TAR, and finally, total number of 12th and 14th grade students with completed TAR. Regardless of the report type, the report format is the same. The top of the report reads Student List with the name of the report directly below. If there are any students who meet the criteria of the report, they are listed by SSID, last name, and first name, grade, and gender. If no students meet the criteria of the report simply reads, "There is no student list." On the student information page, test administrators will have access to the student's demographic information, like name, gender, and grade, and links to the QSCS survey administered in Window 2, the TAR, and the AT. See the example on slide 11. Student rosters, or lists, can be located by selecting this student information link. As a test administrator or teacher, participating students enrolled at the teacher's school will be available. Only teachers who have been activated by the DAC will have access to student rosters. On the student information page, each link is color-coded. Gray means the QSCS survey is disabled. The survey is only available in Window 2 for students grade 3 through 8, 10, and 11. Red indicates that the survey, TAR, or AT is required for the student and is not complete, while green indicates the completion of a required assessment. Orange is for both the AT and TAR and indicates that the assessment is not required for the student. The TAR is required at grade 11 only. Grade 12 and 14 students may be added to the SRD by the DAC to take the TAR if they have not previously met benchmark. However, these students would not be required to take the AT. Once a test administrator clicks on the AT for a student, a new screen appears prompting the test administrator to select a field test form. The field test form number is listed on the AT binder cover as well as in the top right-hand corner of the field test tasks. A student must complete the same form for all subject areas within their grade band. If users try to click on the AT link without selecting a form, the user will receive a message that reads, "In order to enter scores, you must first select a field test form." Click OK to go back and select a field test form. Once a field test form is selected, then click the AT link again. Users will get a pop-up message saying, "Are you sure you want to select field test form X?" If the answer is yes, click OK. If the answer is no, click Cancel. Depending on the grade of the student, there will be between 2 and 4 content areas listed across the top of the screen. The content area being entered is gray and the other content areas are white. It is possible to navigate from one page or content area to another by using the linked content titles, the content areas at the top of the score entry. Tests must be administered in the order in which they appear in the binder. The listing of content areas across the top of the page matches the order of the binder. All data entry fields look the same across content areas. Test administrators must select A, B, C, or NR, meaning no response. Do not leave any item blank. The order is tasks A through C in Window 1 and D through F in Window 2, with the field test, if applicable, at the bottom. Every student is required to complete field test items administered at their grade level. The test administrator must record their responses in the SRD. This year, there are field tests for every grade and content area. The response area for field tests are found directly below the last task of the window, C or F. Test administrators must enter a response for all items presented to the student, A, B, C, or NR, meaning no response. Prior to leaving a content area page, users must first click on the Save and Submit link in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Navigating the categories. Reminder, it is possible to navigate from one page or content area to another. Use the linked content title, the boxes across the top of the score entry field, to move to the next page or content area. Data that is not saved and submitted prior to leaving the page will be lost. If any item does not have a response when the data is submitted, the user will receive an alert that reads, "This incomplete record has been successfully saved." One or more items do not have a response selected. To submit this record, you must enter the missing responses and click Save and Submit. Click on the TAR link to access the first page of the TAR, which is the student interview page. There are 9 items in the student interview section. Use the checkboxes to enter data for the student interview. Use the content links on the left side of the screen to navigate to each content area for rating. There are 3 content areas in the TAR rating scale. Each domain is listed to the left of the interface or screen, and each content area has multiple pages. There are 15 ELA items, 12 mathematics items, and 12 science items. For each question, regardless of the content area, there is a radio button for response options of 0, 1, or 2. Users may return to the previous screen or save and continue to move on to the next page. For more information on the TAR rating scale, please refer to the TAR Administration Guidelines and Training. In order to submit data for a given category, users must first certify that their responses are complete by checking the "I understand that if there is an answer choice that has not been selected, it will default to 0" statement. Users can then select Save and Submit. Any item that does not have a response when the data is submitted will default to a 0. If data has been saved but not submitted, users may continue to edit data. If a TAR has an error but has already been submitted, the entire record can be reset by clicking the Reset link under TAR in the student's links. This will erase all data entered for the TAR. Once all data have been entered, saved, and submitted, the system will notify the user that the data has been submitted. The alert will also contain contact information should the user need further assistance. Once data is submitted, the TAR link turns green. In Window 2 only, the survey link is red for students in grades 3 through 8, 10, and 11. All students participating in the accountability cycle in these grades must complete the survey. Click on the student survey link and it will open the survey. There are 10 items on the QSCS survey. Once students have responded to the items and the test administrator has entered the data, the test administrator must check the acknowledgement box that the survey is complete. Unlike the AT, if a student does not respond, a survey response should be left blank. This is why the test administrator must certify that the survey is complete, then click Save to submit the data. Like the TAR, QSCS data can be reset. During Window 2, the QSCS survey data must be entered for a student prior to entering any AT data. DACs have access to all previously discussed links in the Test Administrator section of this training via the same means. Additionally, the DAC has access to the Teacher Certification link and the Student Registration link. Prior to test administrators being able to enter data, DACs must first log in to the SRD and navigate to the Teacher Registration link. They must certify each teacher has successfully completed the AT and Overview quiz, and TAR quiz, if applicable, prior to certifying the teacher. Once the DAC user clicks on the Teacher Certification link, a list of teachers in the DAC's district who are registered in the OTS will become visible. The teacher's email address, first name, middle name, last name, and username are visible. DACs should review the list to ensure all teachers in their district who administer the alternate assessment are listed on this screen. If teachers who are no longer administering the alternate assessment are listed, the DAC may delete these users. If there are teachers missing, the DAC should direct the teacher to register via the OTS. If the teacher has presented their certificate of completion for their required quizzes to the DAC may click the Edit link to certify the teacher as an active user. In order for teachers to enter data in the SRD, the DAC must change the teacher status from Not Certified or No to Yes. The drop-down selections are pictured to the right of the status field, only in the screenshot on the slide above to demonstrate the 3 options available. DACs must click the Update link at the bottom of the screen. Teachers will receive an email notification indicating that their SRD account has been certified. Once the SRD is open for data entry and the teacher has been certified, data may be entered. Student rosters are available at the district level to all District Assessment Coordinators, or DACs. When a DAC user selects the Student Information link, the students who were registered in Infinite Campus as alternate assessment with appropriate documentation in place will be listed in this list. The student list can be searched by district name if a DAC serves more than one district, by school with all schools within the district being visible, and by grade. DACs must verify that all students who are identified as participating in the alternate assessment in their district are entered into the SRD. DACs can register any missing students or grade 12 or 14 students who did not meet benchmark on the TAR by selecting the student registration link. DACs may add students who are missing or in grades 12 or 14 who did not meet benchmark on the TAR to the SRD by clicking on the student registration link on the home page. All fields must be entered and match the information in Infinite Campus or IC. When complete, click Save. If a student changes schools within your district, you may edit their school by selecting the Edit link on the individual student's record. Select the appropriate school and click Update. If the student moves out of district, please leave the student in the system until KDE is able to move the student to the new district. If a student is unable to complete some or all of the content areas due to medical or other reasons, a non-participation will be filed in the Student Data Review and Rosters Application, or SDRR, by the DAC during Window 2. Please note that non-participations are specific to individual content areas and should be requested in this manner. If a district is requesting the student not participate in the current accountability cycle in the SDRR, make note of the non-participation request in the SRD. To do this, access the Edit link on the individual student's record. Go to the non-participation field and select Yes, then click Update. From the Reports link on the home page, the DAC has access to 20 different reports. The reports are total number of students, total of students with tasks A through C, total of students with tasks D through F, total of students with incomplete TAR, total of students not started TAR, total of students completed TAR, total of students with incomplete AT with tasks A through C, total of students with started AT with tasks A through C, total of students with complete AT with tasks A through C, total of students with incomplete AT with tasks D through F, total of students with started AT with tasks D through F, total of students with completed AT with tasks D through F, total of students with grade updates, total records created by admin or DAC, total records deleted by admin or DAC, total records updated by admin or DAC, total number of 12th and 14th grade students with enabled TAR, total number of 12th and 14th grade students with incomplete TAR, total number of 12th and 14th grade students with not started TAR, and finally, total number of 12th and 14th grade students with completed TAR. As with the teacher reports, regardless of the report type, the report format is the same. The top of the report reads Student List with the name of the report directly below. If there are any students who meet the criteria of the report, they are listed by SSID, last name and first name, grade, and gender. If no students meet the criteria of the report simply reads, there is no student list. If there are any questions about the AT or TAR, email Krista Mullins at krista.mullins@education.ky.gov. That's krista.mullins@education.ky.gov. And for SRD system support, email Daryl Mattingly at darrell.mattingly@uky.edu. That's daryl.mattingly@uky.edu.